Okay, guys. So, I'm coming up to talk about not in this video, but in another video. I want to wait first to hear what Spirit has to say, cuz my attention was briefly drawn to Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa, and I want to touch on their situation because um sidebar. Okay, so a few months ago, wasn't that long ago. I would say a few months ago. I would say maybe the latter part of 2019. So I feel like something happened 2019 that um really shaked the foundations of their or the foundations of the foundation. Is that what you say? I really, I'm trying to be grammatically correct here. That really shaped the foundation of their relationship. Okay? And I started following Lisa Bonet. By the way, she's a sun in Scorpio. And I am going to talk about that in that video, okay? Because it really has a lot to do with, you know, who she, well, shit, you know, or natal aspects got a lot to do with, got everything to do. Well, I'm not going to say everything, got a lot to do with, who we are and how we react to our, experiences and yada, yada, yada. Because how, someone, process, how one person processes, you know, um, a breakup is different from how another person processes it and how they move on, as obviously. So and he is a Leo, but I'm gonna delve. Yeah, I believe he's a Leo. He's a Leo. um I'm gonna look back at them aspects, but I believe he's a Leo, and she's a Scorpio. um But there was a connection that I found because, of course, Scorpio and Leos, they're fixed signs. But I am not sure, but I believe he was born during the year of the goat. I'm going to have to second check that, fact check that. Okay, so in the year of the goat, that equates to Scorpio energy. Okay, so there is a similarity there, a deep connection, how he was originally drawn to her. So I will get into that. I'm really loving the energy today. The bleaky weather, the kind of frigid, windy, weather. So yeah, it's giving me a boost of energy. Um, what else was I gonna say? So I'm gonna talk about them, but something happened 2019 spirits channeling through me that, yeah, that really, 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 maybe recent happenings added to whatever that really, you know, shook the foundation of their relationship. But it started 2019, and I don't want to say started, but something major happened 2019 that affected their relationship. Uh, I'm sorry for the screaming in the background. It's the children having their disagreements. Okay, so not gonna let that stop me from recording. Okay, so I had to pause to talk to them because they're acting up, and that's too much. Okay, so my apologies, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna touch on them, but like I said, I was led to follow her, in the latter part of 2021, and I probably am still following her on my Instagram account. Yeah, I unfollowed her and then I started following her, this year again. And I tend to do that sometimes because, like, it's like whatever spirit says, because when you follow people, you're like giving them your energies. And then when you unfollow, you're pulling back your energy. So there is a rhyme and reason to it, okay? It's not for nothing. And these people are crazy because I don't know why they don't uh deal with the kids in the house. Like they're like screaming at each other. Okay, let me get on. So I'm gonna talk about that. Maybe spirit sent me to follow her, and to was really like me sending my energies of healing as a form of support, for her, because like, people gotta understand, Scorpios, when they hurt really bad, and it's really hard for them to move on, which I'll talk about that, okay, in the next video whenever I'm really led to it, because the detective work has begun. That's why I'm like making this introduction 555. Okay. Okay, moving forward. So okay, massive changes too. When you see 555, massive changes coming in, or you're making massive moves. So I want to touch though. If y'all go, I'm gonna advise you to go and listen to those two videos. Okay. Lisa Bonet needs a lot before I go on to the Rihanna issue, because Rihanna don't seem to know what time it is. Like, it's not for us to say how someone should live their life. Like, hell, me being Aquarius trine, I'm the last person who's gonna ever tell you how to live your life, man. But I still have, my advices, okay, from my vices, which I gotta like intuitively lay on the table. Okay, so yeah, but she needs, support, it's really hard for Scorpios to heal, and because things tend to affect them really deeply. So I'm really like feeling that strongly right now, okay, for her where she's concerned. Okay, no wonder I felt that bruising in my heart chakra. I felt it earlier, man. Man, now I get it. Okay, 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 Lisa. Okay, Lisa Bonet. Okay, okay, baby girl. Okay, I just want to say something though before I move on to this, the Rihanna. And it's not. I'm not gonna be talking about Rihanna for a long, because this definitely ain't gonna be a long video. At least I don't think so. But usually when you wish for someone and they appear in your life, man, and you go all out to get, because like you got people who are toxic like that. They see you and they lust after you, and they make moves even to destroy your current relationships to have you, and once they have you they abuse you, man. When people like those, man, when they get their karma, some of these people lose their lives. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna move on to the Rihanna situation. So whilst I was like led to because I know I saw something about her and Jason Momoa, splitting up, and I just went to kind of like confirm that, like before I talk, you know, before I speak, and I saw that, but underneath all of that, underneath all of that, I saw something about Rihanna and the whole Kendall Jenner thingy, and her, she giving her the side eye, which is alleged, but it is true. She don't like her ass, okay, and that's something that Spirit revealed to me. Okay, you can't hide from Spirit. I don't gotta live in the States. I don't gotta be in their circle. I still be knowing what's going on, and so if you listen, I'm gonna advise you, please go and listen to those two videos that I uploaded to my Sky Goddess Infinity Inc. YouTube channel. Go and listen to them, because I'm telling you, like literally things that I said, I see playing out. Let me tell you, man. I'm not saying she is going to, but let me tell you, women, let me tell you, sometimes these women, they take pregnancy as a trend, and sometimes, let me tell you, um the people you think are the most confident tends to have the most insecurities. I'm just saying, it's reality. Like, looks are deceiving, and don't judge a book by its cover. Don't think the weakest, the ones seemingly looking like the weakest or the weakest, they could be the strongest. And don't think the ones who are the toughest and the most badass are like that. Okay, looks can be deceiving. Sometimes you see correctly, sometimes you don't. Okay, and I said it in the message. She wants to keep up that sexy appeal, and she's worried that being pregnant is going to tarnish that sexy girl image that she's been projecting to the public, that she's trying to portray. I said that. I also said, like, let me tell you something. I'm not saying she gonna do it. You got women when they realize later on in pregnancy that it's not what it's cracked up to be, and maybe because like some of us, we can still be sexy mamas. That's where you got the word MILF, okay? But you still a mama. You feel what I'm trying to say? And it's like you still a mama, and mothers get what I mean, because the attraction that Beyonce had before she gave birth to her children is different than the attraction she got now, or the sex appeal. I ain't saying she ain't sexy or attractive anymore. She still is, but it's a different energy. You feel what I'm trying to say, guys? Okay. And the mothers, like I said, they know and they understand what the hell I mean when I said that. Okay? We still sexy. I'm a mama. I'm still flying sexy, and thank you for the hell is this. But it's a different kind of sexiness compared, or or opposed to, when you didn't have kids. Okay? Alright? There's a form of innocence that is no longer there. Feel what I'm trying to say? You feel what I'm trying to say? Okay. Okay. And we see how she be going. We see how she be, I don't know if she's trying to like rep the Caribbean woman kind of vibe, that even when they're pregnant, a lot of them don't seem to acknowledge the fact that they're pregnant, and they still want to act as how they acted prior to, you know, when they got pregnant. And it's not every Caribbean woman, because let me just tell you, if that's what she's trying to project, or if that's just her demeanor, let me just say that is just really a stereotypical, mindset. That's not how every Caribbean woman is, because that's certainly how I am. Okay, and that's the whole vibe that she got going. Plus, there's this shade thing going on. It's everything is everything. Shading other female celebrities, like, yeah, this belly is real. On some real shit. I'm telling you exactly what's inside of her head. Okay? And I don't want to take from Barbados on the honest to God truth, but we see how money runs everything. Why did they give, Rihanna the title of national heroine? Because she's a billionaire. Because she's international. She received some international recognition, and that's how people in black dominant countries think. It's all about, okay, does the world know you? Do you got money? And it's no longer about what they consider to be morals and values. Because let me tell you, no other nations are more uh judgmental, misogynistic, judgmental than black dominant countries. It's the honest truth. Especially like here in the Caribbean. It's just recently they allowed people to enter government buildings or organizations, or yeah, them places, sleeveless. And when I say sleeveless, I don't mean spaghetti straps. I mean like blouses, kind of like them formal blouses that are sleeveless. Yeah. Normally, you couldn't even enter those organizations with those formal blouses that are sleeveless. They had to have sleeves. It's just recently they allow that here in Jamaica. So I know when I say, what I say. And, I ain't pulling her down or tearing her down, but just, she's no, man, I don't know who I could compare her with. Well, we know the world is changing at large, and it's the people, the decisions that the legislative decisions that are being made that are really changing the world. You feel what I'm trying to say? They're really changing the world because, like, pretty much that's all it takes is they're gone away from, okay, this national hero or heroine, it's got to be someone who has liberated the country. Well, okay, maybe she has liberated them in some way, made them, somewhat, recognized, as, okay, that's her, home country, that's where she was born, that's where she came from. But is that all? Is that all the reason? Does her ethics and her morals, reflect what they stand for as a country, a nation? That's all. That's all. And if it's all about money and recognition that makes someone a national hero or national heroine for you, then damn. Whereas, society's morals and values gone. I am trying to remember if Usain Bolt I'm trying to remember if Usain Bolt is a national hero for Jamaica. I don't think so, but dang, I could be wrong. I know he's got some, some, what do you call it, title, but I don't think his titled national hero. I don't think so, and he's done a lot for Jamaica. I don't want to say he's done a lot for Jamaica, but he has, brought some attention to Jamaica. He's achieved, some stuff for himself. Okay, okay, but I still don't think he got national hero, the title of national hero. I could be wrong though. I don't think so. He has received some title, but I don't think he's national hero. I'm a fact check that because that he ain't who I'm led to talk about right now. But you feel what I'm trying to say, guys? You feel what I'm trying to say? But it shows you how small the values in these countries are. You know, and what? Okay, I'm not gonna bash them. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it right there because what's a hero to you? Like I can't tell you what's heroic to you. Maybe it's heroic for them. For someone to make them known on an international stage, which they were already known. But just to the shallow-minded people who only listen to music. Okay, who only listen to music. Okay, but anyways, like I was saying, like definitely like what I said, I was so correct in that them videos. Like she doesn't want I don't know. She is just like I would say put on some clothes, respect your baby, but like I feel like that is like going too far. And then you're gonna have these new baby mamas coming up, who are gonna like be copying that, walking around with your bare pregnant stomachs exposed, which that's their body, it's their bodies, that's their business, but like, dang, someone who got money, who's like, I don't know, in the public eye had to do that for y'all to do that. Like, okay, so if they start walking naked, y'all gonna start walking naked too. If they start taking poisons and start killing themselves, and you're gonna start doing that too. Like, no shit. Please have some brain, people. But I was so spot on. I'm just like just making this. I'm just putting this out there. It is a concern of hers, and that's why she's like doing that. Why she's dressing the way she is, and the state that she's in. It's her body, but whatever decisions we make, there are meanings behind them. There are meanings behind everything that we do. Why we do anything, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for them. That's all. And I said it. I said it months ago, 5 to 6 months ago. She does feel insecure that um being pregnant is going to take from her sexuality, and that's why she's endorsing it so much, even more than before, because like I'm gonna say some of the stuff she be like wearing being pregnant now, I'm gonna say I didn't see her wearing some of them stuff, I didn't see her dressing well. Then again, I'm not a fan, or I'm not a stalker. So, but basically, like the pictures that they throw on the forefront of, the websites, the little ads, and like the front page of your browser, and they be like talking. Yeah, they don't. I never saw any of those, pictures of her. So like she's got a propensity to dress, scantily, but if you agree with me, you will agree that if you are observant, I mean, you'll agree that she took it up several notches since the pregnancy, and that means something. That means something, okay? That's a message that, hey, I'm still hot, I'm still sexy, though I'm pregnant. That's what she's trying to say. And that ties in with them videos that I uploaded, 5 to 6 months ago. Why? Why is she trying to deliver this message? Does she feel inferior because of her now status of being pregnant? Does she feel less than? Because a lot of times when people take things up a notch, it's because they feel inferior to a certain title, which is which for her would be sexy right now, or they feel they don't feel like that. They feel insecure or lacking in that, and so they feel they have to do the most. In other words, okay. Oh, we don't have to bear our stomachs as pregnant women to be attractive just the same, or to still have sex appeal. We don't have to. We don't, as a matter of fact, we don't have to be scantily dressed any at all. Okay, for me, I'm a very skinny chick, short and skinny. And for me, I tend to feel, I feel, I'm super sensitive. I told y'all that. Damn. And for me, being so sensitive because of my aspects and not because of my size, I tend to well, she don't have any of my aspects, might I add. Okay. She don't have any aspect for me to say, okay, she's super sensitive. I'm super sensitive to hot and cold. And so when it's hot, I'm super hot. And when it's cold, I'm super cold. I like shake. Okay? So for me, when it's hot, like I gotta strip down. I gotta be in a very, like a tube top, or, what they call body blouse here in the Caribbean. In Jamaica, I will say. I don't know about any other Caribbean island. And I gotta be in my, Daisy Duke shorts. Sometimes that's too much too. And when I say too much, I don't mean in terms of the length or the size, but in terms of the close fitting. Okay, I don't want anything that's too tight on my body. I gotta be in something that's loose, short and loose, so that my body can feel like aerated and shit like that. It's like being 24/24. It's, yeah, I'm very sensitive. I have really sensitive senses, and my senses are really sensitive. If that is that redundant, I don't know. I don't think so. But you got the gist. Okay? It's like I breathe through my pores like some amphibian kind of shit. No shit. Like when I scrub my face, when I put facial, when I like, you know, when you put on the facial scrubs and you scrub your face. Damn, my life. I just love how today's blinky. And you scrub your pores. Like whenever I do that, I always hiccup, and the hiccups are really, 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 really bad, or really, 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 really massive. And it was just last night. I was thinking to myself when I do it, because I normally do that at the end of the day, you know, after, you know, going through, you know, the day, and, you know, picking up all kinds of stuff onto the, you know, the pores, you know, on the skin. And, you know, I do that, and I notice, you know, every time, and like, it's just like, damn, it's like, I remember researching it, and it had something to do with breathing. I remember seeing that. I'm gonna, like, you know, research that again to really let that soak in to my subconscious. But it had something to do with breathing. And you know how I kind of like equated that, was like, damn, that's like some amphibian kind of shit. Like breathing to the pores, like 25, 5, 5. Like I just looked down on my phone because I wasn't. It's 25:55. Okay, massive changes. Okay, I'm gonna see what's that really pertaining to. But yeah, yeah. It's a real ish. It's like, I gotta like, I'm really sensitive like that, and that's why I don't like the wearing of like, I don't like wearing. I don't like wearing. What do they call them again? Foundations and especially concealers. Like the full face makeup that I see women do, I don't think I will ever. I'm not saying never, because I never say never. You never know. You know, change is the only thing that's constant. But I just, when I see women lathering their faces with so much makeup, first I think, oh my God, I cannot breathe. And it's not me. It's not me. And I just feel like I can't breathe. Just seeing them put on so much makeup, I'm like, oh, okay, can you breathe in that thing? Because like, it feels like, you know, and that's how sensitive I am. So yeah. So for me, I wore foundation before. I've wore concealers before, but I never wore both of them together. I've never did the whole what do you call it? The setting of the face. Like, hell nah. The only setting I believe in is the setting of the sun, or the setting of Efri. Yeah, putting ish to, you know, rest and stuff like that. It ain't no setting off my face. And that's no offense to you women out there, because we're different. You know, good for you if, you know, you can do all of that and not, you know, feel like you're suffocating. I'm too sensitive, and I don't want to say too sensitive. Nothing is too much. It's just who I am. I'm just really sensitive and really in tune with everything that happens to my body. Okay, not putting anyone down, like you're not in tune with your bodies, but I'm just saying that's just how people are really sensitive are, you know. Uh, and then I got water highly aspected too. I'm a water trine. I'd be like talking about, I'm earth trine, I'm air trine, but I'm also water trine. I'm also water trine. I think the only frequency I am kind of, I don't want to call lacking in my natal chart is like fire. And that's why I'm not a violent person. I've never been in a fight. I'm just not violent. And not saying people who got fire highly aspected are, but they're more, you know, forthcoming, more, more forthgoing or coming, whatever. They're more, you know, into doing things like, and it's the truth. Like fire rules, you know, passion, and a part of passion is aggression. Okay, okay, guys. Okay, so that's why I may seem like a big wuss to people, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna leave it there. But like she I don't know. I don't know. I just gotta say that. It's just like she's worried about her public image, especially with the fashion brand that she's got. And you know, how is it, you know, gonna be perceived by people? Is she still gonna be perceived as a sexy what did he what a sexy icon or something like that. And more I realize that I'm spot on my, transmuting of energies, I should say, and my channeling. My intuition is spot on. I realize that more and more. She is very much worried about that. Okay, and she's a she it's really, it really bothers her because, you know and ain't nothing wrong with worrying about poverty and worrying about going bankrupt. But that's also a strong concern of hers, which is why she's really worried about her image and the company that she has built. And that's why she's doing the most, whilst being pregnant and stuff like that. And ish. Plus, she's somebody's mistress. So, you know how it goes when the mistresses, they get pregnant. They do get more subconscious and, really, really, really more insecure than the wife does, when she's pregnant. Because does he still find me attractive? Does he still, want to bone me, though he got that hot wife? You feel what I'm trying to say? But men, they don't have a reason to bone it. Some of these men will literally bone, uh, uh, animals. I'm just saying there is bestiality, but I don't want to use animals as an example. They will literally like bone a really old homeless woman who, and I'm not putting out homeless people because hell, I am homeless. But when I say homeless woman, I mean like somebody who's been homeless for a long time and who has no access to self-care. So you know what I freaking mean, you know what I mean. I got access to some form of self-care, so I mean, like those who have no access to any form of self-care and who've been homeless for a long time. That's what I mean. Okay, so you don't got anything. What women need to understand is when a man cheats on their spouse with them, it got nothing to do with what the spouse is lacking or what the mistress is abounding in. It all got to do with what the man himself is lacking, which is integrity, good morals, and a good value system, or balance morals and a balanced value system. Because what is good? Yeah, balance is better. It's good when you should be and bad when you should be. Okay, it's the light and the dark. They are both important just the same and necessary. There is the necessary evil that we cannot deny. But yeah, it's not what you abound in as a mistress, and it's not what the spouse lacks in. It's pretty much what the man is lacking in. Like I said, integrity, a balanced morals, and a balanced value system. And I'm just gonna leave it right there. Like ASAP Rocky be like, oh, acting like he Mr. Thuggy Thug, which he got that bisexual energy to him. I'm just saying he is bisexual. That's what I sense from him. Also real ish. Plus his affinity to the Caucasian chicks in that too. Damn, I didn't say he's homo. I said he's bisexual. He's still attracted to women. Just the Caucasians. Yeah, the Caucasian kind. Okay? But you like acting like he Mr. Thuggy Thug Thug, thinking he knocked Rihanna up. Like, no, my ninja, you not the daddy. You did not knock Rihanna up. Okay? On some real ish. I'm gonna leave it there. 3344. I'm speaking the safe, the spirit. What's beyond the veil on the other side. Namaste.